Have you ever caught yourself walking with your head down, stiff arms, and a sense of fear that a fall could happen at any moment? What if I told you that this walking habit, something you might not even realize you're doing, could be putting you at serious risk of falling, even though you're just trying to be careful? In today's video, we're going to reveal the hidden flaws in the way you walk that could be silently sabotaging your safety and balance. By the end of this video, you'll discover simple, yet powerful techniques to help you walk with confidence, prevent falls, and regain your independence. We're not talking about complicated exercises or expensive equipment, just a few mindful adjustments in how you move. You'll learn how to align your body, strengthen key muscles, and walk in a way that reduces your risk of falling, no matter your age. You'll also hear real stories, like Mrs. Yadwiga's, a 77-year-old woman who transformed her life by learning how to walk safely after a fall left her fearful and dependent. Imagine walking with no fear, standing tall, and enjoying your daily activities without hesitation. This video will show you how to identify if your walking habits are putting you at risk and what you can do to fix them right now. The best part? It's simple, it's achievable, and it will start improving your life immediately. So, if you're ready to feel more confident, safe, and independent, stick with us until the end. Your body will thank you. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Why do we fall? Common and invisible causes. Why do we fall? It's a question that's not just about physical accidents, but one that digs deep into the layers of what happens to our bodies as we age. Most people, especially as they get older, believe that falling is simply a natural part of aging. They see it as an unfortunate sign, a message from the body that its time has come, that the body is growing weaker with every passing year. But here's the truth that many may not realize. The vast majority of falls are completely avoidable, and the reason they happen isn't necessarily because we're aging, but because of invisible factors that go unnoticed until it's too late. If we could only identify those hidden causes and take action to fix them, many falls could be prevented. Let's start with something that many people don't want to talk about: muscle loss. After age 60, muscle mass naturally begins to decrease, and the strength that once held us steady and strong starts to fade. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's the foundation of much of the risk we face. Our legs, once the powerhouse of our body, begin to lose their tone and strength. The stabilizing muscles that help keep us balanced and upright, even when we're walking on uneven surfaces, also weaken, leaving us vulnerable to imbalance. And with imbalance, the risk of falling becomes almost inevitable. But it doesn't stop there. There's also something much more subtle, something we might not even notice happening in our bodies: a shift in our center of gravity. As we age, the body's natural posture changes. Our heads jut forward, our shoulders round, and our spines start to curve. This shift in posture might seem insignificant, but it's one of the most critical reasons why we fall. As the weight of our body shifts forward, it throws off the delicate balance we've relied on all our lives. Instead of walking with a straight, aligned posture, we begin leaning forward, putting more weight on our feet and making ourselves much more susceptible to tripping or losing our footing at the slightest misstep. What's even more troubling is the fear of falling that many older adults experience. I can tell you from personal experience, and I've seen it time and time again, this fear doesn't help us. It makes things worse. When you're afraid of falling, your brain sends signals that cause you to stiffen up. You start walking like you're trying to avoid the ground entirely, taking short, stiff steps, barely swinging your arms, and moving like you're walking on eggshells. This tension, this unnatural caution, does not protect you. On the contrary, it makes your movements more erratic and unstable, making it easier for you to fall. You're fighting your own body's natural rhythms, and that only increases the risk. And of course, we can't overlook the decline in vision and reflexes that comes with aging. It's one of those things that often gets swept under the rug, but it's a critical factor. When your vision starts to blur or you can't react quickly enough to regain your balance, your ability to move safely diminishes. How many times have we walked into a room and found ourselves tripping over an unseen rug or stumbling because of a misstep we couldn't anticipate? It's not just about seeing less, it's about seeing quickly enough to act in time. Pair this with the wrong shoes, improperly used walking aids, or an environment filled with obstacles, and it becomes a perfect storm for a fall. But here's the most important takeaway, the truth that we all need to grasp. Age itself doesn't cause us to fall. It's how our bodies respond to age that truly matters. And the incredible thing is, we can change that response. We have the power to make adjustments, to strengthen those muscles, improve our posture, overcome fear, and protect our vision and reflexes. Think of walking like driving a car on a slick road. If you know how to adjust your movements, keep your balance, and avoid those sudden jerks or hard stops, you can get through the journey safely. The same applies to our bodies. If we approach aging with the right tools and knowledge, we can move through life with strength, grace, and most importantly, safety. Mrs. Jadwiga's story. At 77 years old, Mrs. Jadwiga has lived a life filled with independence, resilience, and vitality. For over 30 years, her small apartment has been her sanctuary, one that she tended to with care, walking each morning, tending to her plants as if each leaf held a story, and regularly visiting her friends at the senior club, where she was known for her laughter and kindness. There was a rhythm to her life, one that she had carefully built over the years. It was a life full of purpose, connection, and activity. But that all changed on one seemingly ordinary morning. I can only imagine the shock, the dread, and the despair that must have overwhelmed her as she went about her daily routine. It started like any other day. She woke up, made her way to the kitchen for a glass of water, her familiar motion ingrained in her bones. But in that one instant, a sudden twist, a quick motion to reach for the kettle, and she slipped. The fall was brutal, one that would leave more than just bruises. Her wrist fractured, and her hip slammed onto the unforgiving floor. The pain, the shock, the helplessness, those moments must have felt like an eternity. It was her neighbors who rushed to her side, their concern a flicker of hope in the chaos. 2 weeks in the hospital followed, but the true challenge came afterward. It wasn't just about healing physically, it was about the emotional scars that were left behind. It was the fear, the paralyzing fear, of slipping again, of falling, of losing that autonomy, of being fragile. I can imagine how it must have felt for her to walk again, not with the strength of someone who once walked with purpose, but with the hesitance of someone who felt unsure. Mrs. Jadwiga started to feel like a shell of the vibrant woman she once was. Her once eager steps became slow, cautious, and filled with doubt. She stopped leaving the house, and with each passing day, she became more withdrawn. Invitations from her children and friends went unanswered, not because she didn't care, but because fear had become her constant companion. The woman who had once been the heart of every room was now a shadow of herself, gripped by insecurity and dependence. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Her children, in their love and concern, tried to encourage her, urging her to exercise, to regain her confidence. But how could she? How could anyone simply push through the overwhelming weight of trauma that had lodged itself in her spirit? No amount of encouragement could override the deep-rooted fear that now dictated her every move. It was during this dark time that a glimmer of hope arrived in the form of Lucia, a physical therapist who would change everything. From the moment Lucia walked into Mrs. Jadwiga's life, there was a shift. Lucia didn't just see a woman with a broken wrist and hip. She saw a woman whose spirit was fractured by fear. In those early sessions, Lucia observed, with compassion, that the issue wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Mrs. Jadwiga's body wasn't weak. It was disconnected. She was walking, but not with awareness, not with confidence, not with control. She had lost the art of walking, something that had once been second nature to her. With Lucia's gentle guidance, the re-education began. The first steps were small steps. Short, firm steps, landing heel first, planting each foot with intention. It wasn't about forcing strength. It was about teaching her body how to move with awareness and control. Posture correction, balance exercises, and a focus on keeping her gaze forward, not down at the ground, were all part of the process. Slowly, steadily, they worked together, rebuilding not just her body but her confidence. It wasn't a quick fix. It wasn't easy, but it was worth every ounce of effort. And then something incredible happened. Over 2 months, Mrs. Jadwiga took those tentative steps, one after the other, until she was walking down the hallway of her building again with purpose and pride. The woman who had once feared every step now embraced each one, her strength rediscovered through technique and care. In just 3 months, she was confidently walking down the stairs to buy bread, a simple task that had once felt insurmountable. And now, today, she walks through the square with the same grace and confidence she had before that fateful fall. The fear no longer holds her captive because she knows how to walk safely. I find myself inspired by her strength, by her courage. Mrs. Jadwiga's story reminds us all that recovery doesn't always come in the form of strength alone. Sometimes, it's about learning how to walk again, both physically and emotionally. It's about regaining control of our lives, piece by piece, with the right guidance, patience, and love. It's a journey that begins with the smallest of steps but leads to a new world of possibilities. She often says, "It wasn't strength, it was technique that saved me. It was relearning how to walk." And I couldn't agree more. What a powerful lesson that is for all of us. Sometimes, the biggest obstacles in life are not the ones we face physically, but the ones we face within. But with the right support, the right mindset, and a willingness to take that first step, transformation is possible. Mrs. Jadwiga's story isn't just about recovery. It's about reclaiming life. And that, my friends, is something we can all aspire to. So now, let us take a step, just as she did. A step toward healing, toward balance, and toward a life lived with intention and strength. It starts with one small step, but it can lead to something extraordinary. And I believe that, together, we can walk this journey with the same courage Mrs. Jadwiga showed us. Personal diagnosis. How's your walking? Let me ask you something important. How's your walking these days? I know it sounds like such a simple thing, but it's something so many of us overlook, even though it can have a huge impact on our safety. Take a moment and think about it. When was the last time you paused to notice how you walk? I'm not talking about speed or distance, but the actual way your body moves. Have you realized that the way you walk, the way you step, balance, and hold yourself might be putting you at risk every single day? Now, I want to invite you to do something that could change everything for you. A simple self-diagnosis. There's no need for a doctor's appointment, no medical exams, just your awareness and a bit of honesty. Take a deep breath and mentally answer these questions. Do you tend to shuffle your feet when you walk, dragging them along instead of lifting them properly? Are your eyes glued to the ground as you move, almost like you're afraid of looking up? Do your steps feel stiff and short, as if your body is holding back with every movement? Do your shoulders slouch forward, making you look like you're carrying a heavy weight even when you're not? Do your arms stay locked by your sides, almost like they're afraid to move with the rhythm of your steps? Have you noticed it's becoming harder to turn or change direction quickly, like your body's just not cooperating anymore? Do you find yourself leaning on furniture or walls for support, even in your own home? Have you started avoiding sidewalks or walking in public because you fear you might lose your balance? If you answered yes to 2 or more of these questions, it's time to pay attention. This isn't just a minor issue, it's a warning sign. The way you walk might be silently increasing your risk of falling, even though you may not realize it. We often try to walk more carefully when we're afraid, but that fear can trick us into doing exactly the opposite of what we need. By looking down at the ground and adjusting our posture to protect ourselves, we shift our entire body out of alignment. This kind of walking habit might seem like it's safer in the moment, but it's making things worse. Your head juts forward, your torso hunches, and your body's natural balance is thrown off. That shift in your center of gravity makes it so much easier to trip over something or lose your balance. And when your steps are short and stiff, your body just can't stabilize naturally. If your arms stay still, they can't help with your balance. Walking becomes a struggle, like a heavy burden you can't shake off, and the whole process just feels riskier with every step you take. Here's the truth that might surprise you. None of this happens because you're weak, it's all because of your habits. Fear gradually seeps into your movements, and your body learns to walk in a way that feels safe. But in reality, it's far more unstable. It's a vicious cycle. Fear creates tension, tension alters how you move, bad movement increases risk, and then that increased risk just deepens the fear. It's like you're trapped, always walking on eggshells, afraid of what might happen next. But here's the good news. This cycle can be broken. You have the power to change. Relearning how to walk isn't about forcing your body into difficult exercises or spending hours stretching. No, it's about practicing the right movements and shifting your focus. It starts in your mind, by recognizing the patterns that have formed in your body. Then, it moves to your gaze, where you learn to look ahead, not down, guiding your body back into alignment. Finally, it solidifies in your feet, as you practice lifting and placing each step with confidence. It's not just about walking, it's about reclaiming your freedom, your balance, and your peace of mind. This is a process that will change your life, and all it takes is a little awareness and willingness to move forward, step by step. How to walk the right way. Now that you've become aware of the risks and recognize the possible flaws in your walking, it's time for what you've been waiting for. The moment where you can finally embrace how to walk correctly. But here's something important I must tell you up front. It's not just about walking gracefully, it's about walking in a way that ensures your safety, promotes balance, and grants you the freedom to move without fear. Every step you take should be a statement of strength, awareness, and care for your well-being. The truth is, the right way to walk might seem simple on the surface, but when done with full awareness, it holds the power to completely transform the connection between your body and the world around you. It's more than just moving from one place to another. It's about being present in each moment, aware of every step you take, and honoring your body as it carries you through life. Let's break it down together and discover the power in each movement. First, posture. Stand tall, head held high. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Imagine this. Someone is gently pulling you by the top of your head, lifting you upward, encouraging you to stand tall and strong. This isn't just a metaphor. It's the kind of posture that speaks volumes about how you carry yourself in life. Keep your head upright and your spine aligned. Your eyes should be looking forward, not down at the ground. Gaze about 3 meters ahead of you. This small adjustment will work wonders. By avoiding the habit of staring at the ground, you keep yourself connected to your surroundings, making it easier for your brain to anticipate the path ahead. It's about more than just looking forward. It's about feeling the confidence that comes with being in tune with your environment. In every step, you will feel more grounded and secure. Your mind and body will thank you for it. Next, shoulders. Relax and open your heart. So many of us tend to hold tension in our shoulders, especially when we're stressed or preoccupied. But let me tell you something. It's time to let go. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Inhale slowly and then exhale. Let your shoulders drop and relax. You'll be amazed by how much better you feel. When your shoulders open up, your chest naturally expands, which improves your posture and creates a solid foundation for balance. It's such a simple change, but it has such a profound impact on your overall stability. Don't underestimate the power of relaxed shoulders. They'll help you feel lighter, freer, and more in control. Arms. Your partners in balance. Now let's talk about your arms. They are not just appendages that hang loosely by your sides. They are your silent partners in balance. Imagine them as your allies, gently moving with you as you walk. Keep them relaxed and allow them to swing naturally with each step. With each arm swing, one forward, one backward, you're stabilizing your body and improving your coordination. It's like a delicate dance, a rhythm that brings harmony to your movements. Let your arms move freely. They are part of the natural flow of your walk. It's not just about walking, it's about walking with grace, strength, and ease. Step by step, the foundation of safe movement. Now, let's dive into the heart of it all, your steps. How you step can make all the difference. The key is to consciously begin every step with your heel touching the ground first, followed by the sole, and finally, the toes. This heel-to-toe progression is what I like to call a conscious step. It's a small, yet mighty, adjustment that can change everything. And don't be afraid to lift your feet with intention. No more dragging your feet. Each step should feel purposeful, as though you are taking charge of your journey. Yes, even if it's just a slight lift, it's a step toward more control, more confidence, and more safety. Foot placement. The importance of stability. The placement of your feet matters too. It's all about creating a solid base of support. If your feet are too close together, or worse, crossed, it can throw off your balance. Instead, aim for a natural, comfortable stance with your feet parallel, about shoulder width apart. This provides the stability you need, especially when you're turning or adjusting your direction. Picture yourself in a safe, grounded stance, like a tree that remains steady even when the wind blows. This stability is what will protect you in every movement, allowing you to walk with confidence no matter what lies ahead. Finding the right rhythm. The power of a steady pace. Now that you have your posture, shoulders, arms, and foot placement in check, it's time to talk about rhythm. This part is all about finding balance. Not too fast, not too slow. It's not a race, it's a journey. Walk at a pace where you feel comfortable, in control, and mindful of each step. It's about creating a rhythm that allows your body to feel fluid and strong, without rushing or dragging. If you're just starting, practice in the comfort of your own home. Walk in a straight line down a hallway, breathe deeply, and focus on the rhythm of your movements. A few minutes each day is all it takes to start rewiring your body's connection to walking safely and confidently. Recap: a new way to walk. So, what have we learned? Head up, eyes forward, relaxed shoulders, arms loose and swinging naturally, feet parallel, heel-first steps, and a steady, mindful rhythm. It may seem like a lot to remember, but I promise you, in just a few days, these changes will become second nature. The more you practice, the more natural this new way of walking will feel. It will become automatic. And the best part? It will be safer, more comfortable, and far more empowering than the way you walked before. This is the beginning of a transformation. A transformation that will not only improve how you walk, but how you feel as you walk through life. And if you're ready to take it to the next level, the next step is to strengthen the muscles that support this new way of walking. Because a stronger body means more freedom, more confidence, and more joy in every step you take. Let's move forward together, one conscious step at a time. Practical correction and strengthening exercises. When it comes to improving the way we walk and strengthening our bodies, it's not just about going to the gym or following a rigid routine. It's about embracing simple, practical exercises that can be done right at home, at our own pace, and without the need for equipment. It's about taking small, meaningful steps towards better health and better balance. These exercises are designed not only to help you walk better, but to give you a sense of empowerment, knowing that with each movement, you're doing something to enhance your strength, stability, and overall well-being. Let's begin with one of the most effective exercises for building balance and confidence: the single leg support with a chair. It's incredibly simple, but the impact it has on your stability is profound. Stand tall, facing a sturdy chair, and place your hands gently on the backrest. Now, lift one leg and hold that position, balancing on your standing leg for 10 seconds. It may seem like a small effort, but in reality, it activates the muscles in your ankles, knees, and hips, three critical areas that directly contribute to the steadiness of your walking. You'll feel the muscles working, and with each repetition, your body will grow stronger and more capable. Do this 3 times per leg, and over time, you'll notice the improvement in your balance. Next, let's focus on a movement that makes a difference when it comes to preventing trips and falls: alternating knee lifts. As you hold onto the chair, begin by lifting your right knee to hip height, then lower it slowly, with control. Take your time. Do the same with your left leg. Alternating slowly between legs, keeping your movements deliberate, helps to improve your gait and the way your feet lift when you walk. This exercise doesn't just strengthen, it builds the necessary coordination to lift your feet high enough to avoid tripping. It's such a simple movement, yet it can have a profound effect on your walking stability. Aim for 10 reps on each side, and remember, slow and steady wins the race. Let's not forget about the importance of our feet. They carry us everywhere, after all. That's why I'm excited to introduce a fantastic exercise: heel-to-toe raises. Stand with your feet parallel and hold onto the back of the chair for support. Then, gently lift your heels off the floor, balancing on your toes, and slowly lower them back down. It's a small, subtle movement, but it strengthens your calves, improves circulation, and boosts your overall walking stability. There's something incredibly empowering about feeling your calves work, especially when you realize how much of an impact this exercise has on your balance. 2 sets of these raises, and you'll be building a firmer foundation for each step you take. Now, let's bring in some movement with straight line walking. Find a safe, clear space, like a hallway, and walk in a straight line with your feet parallel, taking conscious steps and letting your arms swing naturally at your sides. This may seem simple, but it's an excellent way to reinforce everything you've learned so far. Walking in a straight line, paying attention to each step, not only strengthens your muscles but also helps solidify your new walking pattern in your mind. It's like creating muscle memory. Your brain starts to connect with your body, making the whole walking process feel smoother and more automatic. Walk for 2 minutes, turn around, and repeat. This will reinforce the correct movement and bring that walking pattern to the forefront of your mind. Finally, let's finish off with a posture and breathing exercise that's just as important as the others. Stand with your feet slightly apart, relax your shoulders, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you do, imagine the top of your head being pulled upward, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, consciously release any tension in your body. Stay in this relaxed state for 1 minute, and just breathe. This isn't just about posture. It's about giving your body the space it needs to be confident and at ease. It helps you align your spine, reduces fear, and prepares you to walk with more comfort and less anxiety. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Incorporating these 5 exercises into your daily routine, even just for a few minutes each day, will not only build a physical foundation for a safer, stronger walk, but also a mental one. Over time, you'll see your body responding, your steps becoming smoother, your balance improving, and most importantly, your confidence soaring. These exercises may be simple, but their impact is lasting. Your journey to better walking, better balance, and better health is just a few steps away. And with each one, you're taking control of your body, your health, and your life. It's about feeling empowered, supported, and most of all, knowing that you're doing something wonderful for yourself. Benefits of the new walking style. The benefits of adopting a new walking style extend far beyond just how you move. They touch every part of your being, from your body to your mind, and even to your daily life. As you apply what you've learned, you'll begin to notice positive changes almost immediately, within just a few weeks, and they will continue to grow over time. It's truly remarkable how a simple change in how you walk can transform your whole experience of life. One of the first things people often report is a profound sense of lightness. There's this feeling of stability, of grounded confidence, that emerges when you move with purpose and intention. It's not just about walking differently. It's about embodying strength, about knowing that you are safe with every step. The most obvious benefit is the dramatic reduction in the risk of falls. I can't emphasize enough how life-changing this is. When you walk with awareness, at a steady pace, with your feet in the right position, and your body properly aligned, your brain and muscles start to work in unison, almost instinctively, to protect you. Suddenly, every step is no longer something to fear. It's a deliberate, safe, calculated movement that empowers you, rather than threatening you. Another immediate and deeply gratifying benefit is the improvement in your posture. You'll stand taller, your shoulders will open up, and your neck will align with your spine. It's almost as if the physical act of walking with more awareness lifts a weight off your shoulders, not just literally, but emotionally as well. With this new posture, your breath becomes deeper, your energy more abundant, and your presence noticeably stronger. People will notice the change, not just in how you walk, but in the way you hold yourself. You'll exude vitality, and your confidence will shine through. It's remarkable how this shift in posture can change how others see you. As you integrate strengthening exercises into this new walking routine, something incredible happens. The pain you once thought was just a part of aging starts to fade away. For many, this means less discomfort in the knees, lower back, and ankles, those areas that often bear the brunt of the body's weight. With each step, your body starts distributing weight more evenly, moving with a natural flow that doesn't overload your joints. The result? Pain diminishes, and the joy of movement returns. There's a sense of freedom that comes with being able to move without being constantly reminded of your discomfort. I believe this is one of the most freeing and unexpected joys that come with this new walking style. But, in my opinion, the most transformative benefit is the regained sense of autonomy and confidence. I can't tell you how liberating it is to have the power to walk confidently on your own again. Whether it's taking a stroll to the bakery down the street or crossing a busy intersection without the slightest hesitation, you rediscover the freedom to move through life without fear. You regain control of your body, and with it, you regain control over your life. It's such a deeply personal journey that, in my eyes, it all starts with a simple but profound decision to change how you walk. It's not just about walking, it's about reclaiming your independence, your vitality, and ultimately, your life. As we wrap up today's video, I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered so far. The benefits of adopting a new walking style are not just physical. They extend into your confidence, your freedom, and how you approach your daily life. From feeling more stable and reducing your fall risk to improving your posture and pain, this shift in how we move can truly transform our well-being. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What has stood out to you the most? What's one thing you've learned today that you're excited to bring into your own life? Please share it with us in the comments below. I'd love to see what resonates with you. And if you found this video helpful, please leave a comment, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on more practical tips to improve your life. Your support means the world to us, and we're so glad you're part of this journey. Thank you for watching.